Right, so I'm gonna save at this point again in the same save file because there's no point in using a new one. And what I'm gonna do now, although I'm not gonna show most of this unless there's something peculiar or interesting that's going to happen, what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to start at Besaid Island again, and I'm going to follow the path we took all the way back to the Calmlands, and that's including stopping off at Macalania Temple as well, crossing over on the shoe path, crossing over on the boats, all that sort of thing. And I'm gonna go to all the areas that we've already visited to capture 10 of every enemy that we've met, obviously apart from bosses because they won't be there anymore. Everyone's got capture blades, and it shouldn't take any more to get back to the point, basically to get back to the point of the Calmlands. Shouldn't take any more really than about an hour if you're just capturing, but there's a few side quests and things which I'll put in the which I will actually show. So
the final show,
we're going to talk to Sid, and we're going to go to Besaid Island. Obviously I'm going to miss out Barge Temple, Sin and Omega Ruins because we don't want to go there yet, but I'm going to go to Besaid Island where we started our adventure, and we're basically going to follow exactly the same path as we did, while collecting 10 of every single enemy in every area. I know it sounds like a lot, but bearing in mind that we're so overpowered for these areas now, that it's not even going to be an issue. It's not even going to raise an eyebrow. So I'll just explain briefly what I'm doing. I'm just basically going to run the gauntlet back and forth down this path and bump into as many things as possible and just mow through them. Oh, but one side note on this: don't enter the village, because if you try and enter the village, there's an ambush which is going to end really nastily for everyone concerned. So don't enter the village. Don't be tempted to even go in and save at this point, because you're going to be killed, and that is certain that you're going to be killed. So I'm just running the path back and forward, and I'll see you, I'll cut to when there's actually a point of interest worth talking about. Right, so we've just left Besaid and boarded the SS Leaky, which is a funny name for a ship. I don't think there's anything more to find here, but there is. Hang on, let me just check, because I'm sure I missed an Albed primer here the first time around. Although, no, there is something left to find, and it's a Jecht sphere. So we'll watch that.
After you get that Aeon from Besaid, where are we going?
Back the way we came. Then we go north from Bevel and climb Mount Gagazet. Beyond it lies Samarkand.
Samarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Samarkand.
Thanks for trying, Orin. I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Braska. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Zanarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jecht.
Hey, I'll be alright. You're the one that should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be alright. She's strong. Like her mother was.
Right, so there you go. Bit more details on the journey 10 years ago. I don't know if there's anything else. Yay! Save the children. But if kids learn something, the family just repeat it over and over. Well, to be fair, I do that as well.
Nice to see you again.
You really quit the Knights?
Yeah, I did. Elma was upset with me, but Captain Lucille understood. Now I'm working as a chocobo breeder on this ship. I really, really love taking care of chocobos. Being with chocobos all the time, I think I found my calling. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I found this in one of the chocobo nests the other day. It's no use to me, so I want you to have it.
Friends fair, yay!
I have to go now. It's time for lunch.
Hey, I want to talk to you some more. Can't your stomach wait?
I meant I have to feed the chocobos. They get really upset if they're not fed. See ya!
Yeah, so there was something extra. There you go. Ooh, a dog. Hello. Oh, he doesn't talk. What about the guy who owns a dog? So nice travelling with my dog. I wish we could go on forever. Yeah, maybe. Lots of bits from the league, even victim of little road, and just got a chance against him. Blah blah blah. I'm sure there's a guy that's counting the birds or something. Is that a guy? No. No. Right, so to move it on I have to go downstairs. So I'll go and do that, and then I'll go and what am I going to do? I'm going to go and find 10 of everything that's in Killica Woods, and then what? Oh, I'm going to visit the temple and do the trials one more time, because there's some treasure chests in the Fayth chamber this time around that have got some goodies in them, and a little cutscene with some of the Fayth. So I'll go and do that, and I will come back when I've finished the trials again. I'll cut straight to that, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I've finished the trials in exactly the same way I did before. So now we're going to go and head to the Chamber of the Fayth for a small cutscene and some treasures. And it just lets us in this time, which is really handy. But me and the Fayth, we're all pals now, so that's fine. No more religious taboos.
Sin swam in the sea near Zanarkand. Perhaps the waking dream eased its suffering. Your father touched Sin and became real that night, foundering in the seas of Spira. How sad now that he's caught in the tragic spiral. He is Sin. He is lost.
And we get a luck sphere. And an accuracy sphere, an agility sphere, and a defense sphere. So that's it. Pretty cool looking though, these Fayth, once you get, you know. Yeah. Alright, so let's exit here. And I'm going to continue on. Like, oh yeah, we don't have to go all the way through the trials. So I'm going to head back to the SS Winnow. I'll see you there in a minute. Right, so we are on board the SS Winnow. And we'll go take a look, see what's around. So, oh, I've gone out the door again. Let's go back in. So we'll go over here. Albed Primer, Volume 5, or yeah, I thought that was VI, but it's not. That's an exclamation mark. So A is E. So, but yeah, I'm one of them. I'm a Sebagan. Kbagan? No, I'm not that, because I don't know what that is. Mr. Seymour's wedding got cancelled and everything. Yeah. I've heard the latest news. He's dead. We've killed him 3 times. And he just won't stop. What's over here? Used to be a hard worker too, but now he's always like this. Who's always like what? I don't know who. Right, so if we go up here, there's only one guy up here, and he is trying to count the birds. I'm doing a study on the animals of Spira. The birds flying around here are lesser Spira gulls. Lesser gulls are gentler than greater gulls, you can tell by the way they fly. Okay? I wonder how many of them there are. How many of them are flying around this ship? I'm curious. You've counted the number of seagulls around the ship. Right, okay, well, you can do that. Or I could just tell you the answer, which I think is 11. Yeah. Ace Wizard, which is a weapon for Whacker. Which, if we go and have a look. So magic 20%, magic 10%, magic 5%, magic 3%. Now on the face of it, that looks like a really brilliant weapon. The trouble is, Whacker doesn't really use magic as a single as his strength as the game progresses. Also, it doesn't have break damage limit, so it's no good for late in game, and all of his magic is status effects, right up until you get towards sort of Lulu's section of the sphere grid with him much later on. So it's actually a really useless weapon. It's much better just to sell it and have the guild, because it's really not worth it. Oh, and if you missed the opportunity to get the Jecht shot earlier on, it'll be back here and you can try it out again. Youngsters so rowdy, I can right, so I'm gonna continue on my merry way, capturing 10 of everything, and I think the next time I'm gonna be cutting to, let me have a think before I stop. Let me see now, what's next? We've got the Mehen High Road. I think the next time I'm going to be cutting to anything is probably at the beginning of Mushroom Rock Road. Yeah, because I could go to, the next stop is Lucca, and I could then get Whacker's World Champion weapon, but it takes so long to do that. It's an absolute pain in the hole, and I will save that for a much later video. Because although it involves a lot of blitzball, and although I like blitzball, it takes such a long time to play it. I mean, I quite enjoy doing it, but it just takes a long time. It just seems like such a massive grind to do. So I'm gonna leave all that, and I'm just gonna focus on. Excuse me, tired again. I'm just going to focus on capturing. So the next time I see you will probably be at the beginning of Mushroom Rock Road. So I will see you then. Right, one thing I did forget to mention is that while in Luca, if we head down to where the locker room was before, there is another Jecht sphere, so we should look at that.
Hey, Mara, did you get that last match?
Yeah, but I don't understand why you wanted me to. Didn't you say you have blitzball in your Xanarkand?
Not a sportsman, are you?
Working on your form?
My form don't need no work. I'm the great Jecht. It's for my kid.
Your son plays blitzball?
Yeah, and he wants to beat his old man bad. Once I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for a week. Wonder what he's doing now. I hope he got bigger and put on some muscle. Hey, what's the big idea? Stop shooting.
Right, and while we're down here, if we go into the locker rooms at this point, I think you have to, you have to be at this point in the game, you have to have acquired the airship for it to work. Check the lockers, and there's a Jupiter crest, which is useful once we've got Wacker's celestial weapon. If you have been playing blitzball at any point during your game, and you've maybe ran out of gil and couldn't pay one of your players, this is where you obviously find them to hire them back if you want them back. So yeah, most of the blitzball, the original blitzball teams can be found in Luca, apart from the, which two teams is it? I think all the what do you call them? Albed sites are on the airship at this point, and all the what do you call them? The Grado Glories are in Grado Salam, obviously, at this point as well. So yeah. Now there is a section that you can go to here. In the theatre, and I'll just briefly show you where I mean. I know I said I was going to cut back at Mushroom Rock Road, but obviously I lied. If you head up to the theatre area at this point, you probably have quite a lot of gil burning a hole in your pockets, so if you want to, you can buy spheres that, what do you get music ones and you get movie ones, and you can then go and play them at the desk here, and all they do, so if I go, what's a movie sphere? It's a sphere that can record images from the past that stand out in your mind. The images are saved onto a movie sphere. Captures the moment. So basically you can rewatch some of the cutscenes that you've seen, not the like the FMV style ones. Yeah, so 40. I think there's 50 something, if I recall correctly. So that whole lot would cost me 200,000 gil. Oh, there's 50, sorry, in total. and I can only watch 40 because I'm only at that point in the game, so I will quit because I don't... No, I'll just wait till I've got them all because I'm not too fussed. Let's have a look. How much are the music spheres? Now see, I don't need to have been at a certain point in the game to actually record them, so I will get them now. Yeah. And then what it should do is offer me 3 extra ones, I think. Yeah, special music sphere offer available exclusively to those who have purchased the entire collection. 40,000 gil. So, of course, and that gives me 71. And this is a little secret thing. So if I go to play it, and I go to music sphere, because I've just bought all them, and then go to the last page. I think that's it. Hang on. In the Fayth, Lulu's theme. Yeah, next page. If I go to the last page, this one, Wacker's theme. Now, I'm not sure, but apparently this theme never appears anywhere else in the game. You can only listen to it by buying this set of special spheres and playing it here. So let's have a quick listen. Yeah, so I don't recall hearing it anywhere else. But yeah, there's just a little secret thing for no good reason at all, other than to use up some surplus gil. I'll come back and do the movie ones probably right at the end of the game, when I've got literally nothing better to spend my money on. So yeah, we're gonna head out of Luca now, and unless I think there might be another Jecht sphere, but I'm not sure, or whatever you want to call it. There might be another Jecht sphere in Luca, but I'm not certain. I think there might be one in the cafe. Oh no, well, we can have a look, can't we? I'm sure there's something. I could be completely wrong. I think I am completely wrong, to be honest with you. Don't look like it. Still there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, this is where we come to get the get Wacker's celestial weapon, but the stuff we have to do first. That's what it is in the cafe. I was sure there was another Jecht sphere in Luca though, unless I'm very much mistaken, unless it's up on top of this bit or something. I might be completely wrong and it's not here at all. No, yep, I'm obviously completely wrong. Okay, well, the next time I see you will probably be at the other end of the Meehan High Road, or... No, actually, the next time I see you will be on... when I find the next Jecht sphere, because I've just remembered exactly where that is. So I'll cut directly to that, and that is at the... Yeah, I'll show you when we're there. Right, so we're down at the old road, the old Meehan High Road, and I've found another Jecht sphere here, so we may as well take a look. Same Jecht sphere. Take a look.
giant fiend that attacks chocobos.
What's it waiting for? Hey, come out and fight!
I told you this was a waste of time.
Hey, come on! It's the right thing to do. Everyone's depending on us. Besides, it's good practice.
I guess you're right.
Well then,
Ha! There it is! Alright, let's get him!
Right.
Well, there you go. The reason to come down here, just quickly, is you're going to find that this is the Mayhem High Road is one of the first areas where the enemy types you meet are dependent on what area of the road you're in. So down here is the only place you can find Thunder Flans. The first section of the Mayhem High Road, that's the section between Lucca and the travel agency. You'll find that the more common enemy types are the wolves, the Mayhem Fangs, and you'll find as well that the white elements are more common in that area as well, whereas in the second area, so that's between the travel agency and the gate to Mushroom Rock Road, you'll find that the more common enemies are jewel horns and the bombs, although jewel horns and bombs can also be found down here, obviously. But there are 3 enemy types that you can only find on the old road of the Mayhem section, and that is Thunder Flans, which obviously are Flan types, the lizard type that I can't remember the name of, Upra or something like that, and the Vouvray, which is the sort of dragon, the slightly bigger dragon type lizards as well, and you can only find them on the old section of the road. Also, while I've been doing this, yeah, that's a Vouvray there on the left. Vouvray, yeah, we'll just call it that. But you can only find these on the old section. Now, while I've been doing this, I've also been working on Onion's overdrive gauge. And his overdrive abilities, and I've got the Blitz Ace overdrive, and I don't know if you know about, there's a secret stat that Onion or Tidus in your game has called the friendship stat, sometimes called the love stat, and that determines on his Blitz Ace overdrive who throws in the Blitz Ball. Now, this is the same stat, incidentally. Do you remember when I was doing the video Macalonia Temple, and there was the sled ride? The same stat determines who goes on the ski sled with you. So it's the same stat that determines that. Now, the only people I've ever seen throw the ball on the Blitz Ace overdrive is either Yuna, Riku or Lulu. I've never seen any other character throw the ball. I've never been on a sled with any other character, although I did hear people were rumouring for a long while that if you can manage to get Wakka's friendship stat high enough, he will actually throw his special ball for you to use, and I don't know if that's true. I've certainly never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a video on YouTube or anything like that where Wakka throws you the ball, or any other character apart from the 3 girls throw you the ball. So if anyone's got any information on this, or maybe even some evidence of this, I would be really interested in knowing about it, or post a link or something so that I could see that. Obviously not somebody that's using a Game Shark or something like that. But I've genuinely, I mean, I've been playing this game off and on for, what, 12 years? Possibly. Maybe slightly longer. I don't know, when did it come out? 2001, I think. Yeah, so 15 years. And I've never seen anyone but the 3 girls throw the ball. So yeah. And I'll show you that actually if we end up in battle with something that I don't need to capture, I will show you the Blitz Ace Overdrive. We need all 3 of these. Just my luck. I've been looking for all 3 of these, so that's a Vouvray, a Iprea. Yeah, you can only find these 3 on the old road. And I've already got all the Thunder Fans, I didn't realise that. Yeah, I'll just quickly show off the Blitz Ace Overdrive. Come on. I don't need any of these, brilliant, I can do it. So, just get Riku to steal first. And then Blitz Ace. Hopefully I can do this. Yeah, might as well just go for him. It's only a single person hit though, unfortunately. And it's not that powerful at the moment either. See, look, that is pretty rubbish. So I've got Yuna throwing me the ball. Which is apparently the best. No, that means your friendship stat is obviously highest with Yuna. So yeah, if anyone's got footage of that or knows about this, where you can get Whacker to throw you the ball and he throws you whichever weapon it is he's holding, it probably is just a rumour, to be honest. But I have heard it more than once. So if anyone knows about this, then do let me know, because I'd be really interested in seeing that. And I think there's no more sort of points of interest now until we get to till I have finished capturing in this area and get to the Mushroom Rock Road. So I will well, I'll see you all. For you it'll be in about 10 seconds, for me it might be about half an hour, 40 minutes, we'll see how I get on.
You like that?
Yeah. Right, well here we are at the beginning of Mushroom Rock Road. Now, if you value your safety and your life, don't talk to these 2 that are... Yeah, don't talk to these 2 unless you want your life to end very quickly and surprisingly. We're going to head up this way first because we're going to get a new weapon. We're just ploughing through these guys still. One hit kills most things around here. Right, so we want to head up into this section that we couldn't go to before the last time we were here. Right, so we head up to this area and up here. Now this is only going to work if A, you've got the Celestial Mirror, obviously, because you need that for all the Celestial weapons, and B, you've been to the gorge bottom at the top end of the Calmlands, if you bothered to go down there and pick up the rusty sword, which I did show in the video. Yeah, there's a rusty sword on the bottom of the gorge at the Calmlands, and if you pick that up you can now do exactly what I'm going to do here. So there's a thing over there, and the celestial mirror seems to react. Obtained Massa Mune. Look at that. I don't care what anyone says, that is a cool looking sword. Right, so Auron's got a new weapon. And yeah, all I'm going to do now is head up to Mushroom Rock Road and excuse me, and get 10 of everything there. The best place to go to is actually up near up at the top of the road near the elevator that we used for, what was the name of it, Operation Meehan, up towards where we were there. So if you can remember back the 30 something odd videos ago that was. Yeah, if you go up there, because that's the best place to bump into Garudas, which are the big giant birds. And because if you're on the bottom of the gorge, on the bottom of the I suppose it's not a gorge, is it? What would it be? Anyway, if you're on the lower section, the first sort of couple of sections, yeah, you will find Garudas, but they will be very few and far between, whereas up at the top end they tend to turn up once every 3 or 4 battles. So yeah, it's a much better farming area, and you will find 10 of them very much quicker. Actually, I might actually show some of that, so I will save here, and I will probably cut here while I'm doing all the normal battles that we've seen before, and I will show you exactly which section I mean, and if I find anything interesting in the up on the Mushroom Rock Road as well. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds.